Subject 00342 was attacked by Gilanoids on Galapagos Island. Full memory loss.
Code purpose. A full introduction is needed.
Yes, sir.
Welcome, my son. Welcome to the machine. Where have you been? It's alright. We know where you've been. Let the story begin.
All of our universe started as a singularity. Something caused this point to expand rapidly in an explosion, leaving spread dust particles across a vast nothingness. Over time, these particles clumped together with gravity, forming all the stars and planets. On one of these planets, where the conditions were just right, life was born. It started out as a single cell in the ocean that multiplied rapidly. Life would evolve means of interpreting the world around it. Very primitive eyes would see nothing more but vague shapes and shades of gray. All life would compete to be the best, evolving by the process of natural selection. Life would adapt to live on land, use tools, and understand time. Then something happened to one species, which unleashed the power of its imagination. It learned to talk.
This led to it developing self-awareness, the ability to think and therefore reason, becoming human. It learned how to modify its environment and harness the power of the planet. It created technology, buildings, eventually whole cities. The greatest structures of this species were enormous pyramids that had been known as the high-star hotels. These pyramids were directly in line with the stars and had been where the richest elite had lived. However, the steel-fist rulers of this species were so obsessed with material possession that it caused their extinction, leaving behind nothing but these giant pyramids and barren desert. Eventually, another species emerged from the forest and the process started again. Something as simple as seeing these giant pyramids from a distance opened their minds and activated something deep within them. They again built giant cities that became so built up they were eventually just giant cubes. However, greed took over once again, and despite countless attempts at revolution, their species crumbled, leaving behind nothing but the giant blocks that were once densely inhabited cities.
Carefully preserved bodies, trinkets, and scriptures would give hints to the next humanoid species that would come along, allowing them to make it to the next stage in evolution.
This repeated until the 8th humanoid species. This would be the first species to understand the key to becoming a Type 2 civilization, which would harness the power of the sun. However, before they got a chance to put their plans to harness the sun into action, a giant UFO from space crashed into their planet and wiped out their entire species. The species in this UFO was us. We don't remember where we came from, as the planet's harsh conditions caused our species to devolve into a very primitive state. We eventually evolved again, found the blueprints the last species had left behind for how to become a Type 2 civilization, and put them into action. We had reached a crux in time. After harnessing the power of the sun, we had developed means to live comfortably until the end of our home star's life. There was only one thing left to do, and that was to explore. We built giant IFOs, indestructible flying O's, and in the final moments of the sun's life, we used its explosion to blast us through space at an incredible rate. For a long time, people had been asking why. Why us? Why had it happened the way it did, and to the demise of many religious ideologies? We realized things did not happen the way they did for a reason. In fact, they could have happened any other way, and given enough time, it would have eventually turned out the same. Any of the past civilizations could have made it, if not for a few fatal errors. It also could have taken the attempts of countless more species after us, if not for certain influential individuals who helped us realize our destiny.
such as Steinbraham Jackson, the great philosopher and interpretive dancer who invented the flux stemacetizer and gave us the groove that made our species move.
Did you fart?
It wasn't me, I swear.
There's no one else here.
I think he's waking up.
I don't know, just give him some more gas or something.
How long till lunchtime?
While traveling through space, we were able to harness some previous discoveries made about black holes. Because of their intense gravitational pull, time slows down so much when nearing a black hole that if you were to come close to one, you would appear frozen in time to anyone observing you from the outside. However, for you, it would appear as if the universe was moving at such a rate that you could see stars be born and die in an instant. This would be like watching the greatest fireworks show you could possibly imagine. Then, once you entered the black hole, time would slow down at such a rate that it would be practically frozen. In the split second before you are torn to shreds, you would be able to watch the entire life of the universe unfold before your eyes. Being sent into a black hole is now a common request for the old and dying people. They are sent towards the black hole with a remote that operates a camera drone that can view anywhere in the universe like a ghost. Kind of like when you die in a video game. Their family can send them messages from any point in time, and they can be sent updates about major universal developments. Following the discovery that time was non-linear and would vary in different parts of space, we learned how to manipulate it. This had phenomenal implications as time could be slowed down, opening up the possibility for universal space travel and making trips across our galaxy that otherwise would take lifetimes, possible in a matter of moments. This allowed for contact and communications with other intelligent life forms all over the universe. We were able to colonize our galaxy, becoming a Type 3 civilization and create a galaxy-wide web. This greatly expanded our knowledge and the rate of our evolution. Each big step we take forward speeds up the evolutionary process exponentially. As the universe unites and advancements in technology, science, and the arts are made, our minds and our universe become increasingly complex. For us, the more time that progresses, the faster time moves due to the increased amount of things that are happening at each given moment. This will accelerate until time is moving so fast that everything is happening at once, and we return to a point of singularity, reaching a state of universal nirvana.